pad thai, wow, definitely one of my favorites. Chicken, beef, tofu, shrimp, doesn't matter, throw it all in there. The prep for this is going to be the majority of the video. Making the sauce, chopping the vegetables, getting it all ready. You want everything lined up, bing bang boom. Get your pan out. Sorry, I've got a pan, not a wok. Kill me in the comments. I don't really care. There's a handful of ingredients that you're going to need to source from an Asian market. If you can't find them, well, you're kind of out of luck, because you're going to need them. As we're going through, I'll show you which ones those are. I know, enough from me. I say we get right into this pad thai. Let's turn up the heat. Now, starting with the protein, I'm using chicken. If you're using any of the other proteins, cook what you want to cook, because I'm not here to tell you otherwise. Start with around 3 chicken thighs. Right there, you're looking at about a ½ pound to 3/4 pounds of chicken. Now slice this protein into about 1/2-inch strips. You just want to make sure everything's nice and even, because that means everything's going to be evenly cooked. Now this protein needs to get packed with flavor, and the way we're going to do that is with a marinade. Into your bowl goes your chicken. The first ingredient that's vital to this recipe is sweet Thai soy sauce. Go in with 2 teaspoons. After that is a ½ teaspoon of white pepper and 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Add about a sprinkle of salt. There is soy sauce in there, but that's just going to round out the flavor. Mix this up, get every single piece of that protein covered, and let it chill. Now that chicken is packed with flavor and it's resting, but this sauce is going to elevate this dish to the next level. Now the next important ingredient is tamarind paste, or tamarind pulp, whatever you want to call it, whatever you can get from any local store. Break into this bad boy, and you'll quickly notice that this has to be melted. Cutting 2 ounces, right on the dot, 2.1. Take a bowl, put your pulp in, and add a ½ cup of steaming hot water. And now just take a whisk and kind of just try and break this up as best as you can. And just like that, that pulp is completely broken down. There's a few chunks, so we're just going to take a fine sieve and just pop it through. To this pulp, add 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. You can find that anywhere. That's not a special ingredient, but this one right here is, and that is 1 teaspoon of Thai black soy sauce. And lastly, 3 tablespoons of palm sugar. Another important ingredient that you can find at any local Asian grocery store. I like to take 1 cube and grate it down, because then it dissolves into a perfect sauce. Now there are a few solo ingredients that we need to tackle. The first one, being another special ingredient, is dried shrimp. Now you can see these teeny tiny little shrimps are going to get tossed into here. It smells like fish food, but it's going to make this taste authentic. Pulse those bad boys into, oh my god, oh, it smells so bad. Leave the top on. Let some of that dust settle before you open that. God, that was stinky. Once that dust settles and you're able to get that shrimp out, get some peanuts in. About 4 tablespoons. Top on and pulse. Now there are a few aromatics that we need to chop up, that being 4 cloves of garlic and 1 large shallot. I've done it so many times on this channel, mince that garlic and slice those shallots. Now I know scallions aren't technically traditional, but it's what I've got, so I'm going to use them. Take a bunch and get them real nice and thin. That's going to be for a garnish. You want them cut into inches for the actual dish. Another traditional ingredient that I'm skipping out on are the mung bean sprouts. They're like this long, they're white. Me personally, I'm just not really a fan. Instead of those sprouts, I'm going to be adding alfalfa sprouts. They're a little less crunchy, a little more crisp. Yes, there's a difference. And the last special ingredient is rice noodles. I've got an extra large noodle. They come in large, medium, small. I like the extra large, extra thick. That's just my preference. Take 8 ounces of rice noodle, toss it into your bowl, and right over top of these noodles, add boiling water. Make sure these noodles stay fully submerged for around 15 to 20 minutes. After about 15 minutes, your noodles should be perfectly cooked, perfectly al dente. Perfect. Just strain that water off, and now comes the fun part. I've got all my ingredients laid out in front of me. Everything's ready to go. Go ahead, get your pan screaming hot. Toss in a neutral oil. We're gonna start laying in this chicken. This chicken, if cut thin, is gonna cook very quick. Chicken's pretty much done. This will get tossed back in, so it doesn't need to be fully cooked, but at least to around 140 degrees. Go ahead, pull this chicken out. Back onto the burner the pan goes with a little bit more oil, and in goes the shrimp. Man, this stuff smells so shrimpy. It smells just like fish food. And if you haven't had a fish before, and you don't know what fish food smells like, if you make this, you'll know. You don't want these to burn, so after about a minute, add your shallots. Once those shallots start to get nice and translucent and kind of soft, add your garlic. So after about 30 seconds, once that garlic's tossed in and starts to get aromatic, add your nudes. And right on top of these noodles goes your sauce. Shake this up vigorously, really incorporate it all in. Move all your goodies to the top and toss in 3 scrambled eggs. I didn't do it on camera because it's just 3 eggs, so add this to the pan. Once your eggs start to get soft and they're just slightly scrambled, go ahead and incorporate these with the noodles. Next goes into your chicken, your green onions, and your sprouts. And just like that, you've got yourself a bomb pad thai. Take a handful of your sprouts, your chopped peanuts, 2 lime slices, and to garnish it, some green onions. And now, god dang, look at that. So beautiful. I'm telling you, you gotta make this. Perfect bite. A little bit of peanut, some sprout, noodles, chicken. Oh yeah. Wow, so good. Perfectly sweet, perfectly salty, little fishy from that fish sauce and the shrimp. It's not overpowering. That shrimp did not ruin this. That brings a whole different flavor to this. That chicken's cooked nicely, super tender, super soft. You'll always get that with chicken thighs. Don't use the breast, use the thighs. That's just like a perfectly balanced dish right there. Definitely make this if you like pad thai. If you like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you're gonna make this, give it a big fat thumbs up. And smash that subscribe button while you're down there. Until next time, peace.